What's going on, guys? It's Diamond Dan back again with another one. So today we're going to be breaking down the Philadelphia Eagles first round pick, Jalen Reagor's 2020 fantasy football outlook. So Jalen Reagor was the 8th best overall wide receiver in the 2020 draft according to NFL scouts. Okay. Now, if I had to use one word to describe Reagor, it would be electric. All right. The 5'11" Reagor ran a 4.47 at the combine and jumped 42 inches in the vert. Right, 42 inches, all right, which is the second best vert of all receivers in the 2020 combine. Right, and that's impressive for a short guy. Now, when you watch tape on Reagor, you will see that he's an absolute playmaker. All right, he returns kicks, punts, he catches screens and slants, and then he takes them 80 yards to the house. All right, so he makes defenses pay. And for being a small receiver, he can also go up and get the jump ball and win as well. Right, especially with that vert. Now, which usually you don't expect from a guy his size. But when you watch Reagor, he almost reminds you of a Tyreek Hill, right? But just not as fast, all right? No one's Tyreek. Now, Reagor's best attribute, in my opinion, is his quickness and how he utilizes his quickness, all right? He's with his cuts when he's in the open field. It's amazing, all right? Now, Reagor's footwork is extremely fast as well, which allows him to really separate from receivers on all three levels. Right. And then now Reagor sometimes to me had trouble when getting off press coverage, right? One of the bigger, more physical corners. And Reagor's athletic ability is definitely better than his ball skills. All right. Yeah, he can go get the ball, the jump ball, but at the same time he did have some issue with his ball skills. All right. Now both overall, in my opinion, Reagor is going to be a weapon, a good weapon for the Philadelphia Eagles for years to come. Now, if you break it down, Reagor is being drafted in the 14th round of fantasy drafts, okay? Which, if you really think about it, that means Jalen Reagor is a draft bargain, all right? Now, the reason I say that is because, yes, the always hurt Alshon Jeffries might be the number one receiver for the Eagles still, but Jeffries is expected to be on the PUP list to start the 2020 season, all right? Which means Jeffries will be out of the season for at least the first 6 weeks of the season, all right? And most likely he might be out for half the season, all right? 8 games. So... And then you also got to think about there's also Deshaun Jackson, who missed all of last year. Now, the word on the street is that Jackson is healthy now, and he's ready to rock for the 2020 season. Okay, but you have to remember, they drafted Reagor to replace Jackson. All right, but I don't think it's going to happen here in 2020. I think he won't be his replacement until the 2021 season. Okay. All right, so let's break it down. So if Jeffries and Jackson are healthy, then that means Reagor is the third receiver on the team, right, on the depth chart. And he'll never really be better than a backup wide receiver 4 in fantasy, okay? But if Jeffries is out, then that means that Reagor will be the number 2 receiver. And let's say if Jackson isn't ready as well, then that's possible that Reagor could be stepping into the number 1 receiver spot on the Eagles, okay? Now, it's a kind of wait-and-see situation, but if Jeffries is out and Jackson is out, then Reagor could have more fantasy upside than any other rookie wide receiver in this draft, okay? So if that's the case, then in round 14, why not take Jalen Reagor, right? Why not take a shot, okay? Because if it doesn't work out, oh well, you didn't lose that much, right? But if it does, then you just got possibly a wide receiver 1 or 2 minimum in the 14th round. Oh, and don't forget, guys, another thing that makes Reagor more valuable than the normal wide receiver rookie, in my opinion, in fantasy, is he returns punts and kicks as well. All right, so which can make or break a close fantasy football game, right, throughout your fantasy season years. I remember when I had Tyreek his rookie year, him returning kicks sometimes won me games. All right, so that's a very, very underrated attribute for fantasy players and fantasy receivers. So overall, on a 1 to 10 scale, where a 10 being you must absolutely draft Reagor right now, I'm going to rate Reagor's draft profile in between a 5.0 to 8.0. All right. Now, I can't give you a for sure rating until we know how much time Jeffries is going to miss. Okay. And if Jackson is going to be healthy as well. Okay. But if they do both miss, Reagor is going to be a beast. All right. And he's going to be at the 8.0 or higher. Okay. So just keep that in mind, guys. We got to watch and wait. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Fantasy Football Focus 1. If you haven't subscribed yet, then hit the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever time I'm dropping the next fantasy player profile video. I think next week we're going to be doing Brandon Ayuk, so for all you Niners fans. Also, hit the like button if you dig the video, and don't forget to leave a comment if you think something different or like. All right, guys, this is Diamond Dan signing out. Peace.